Hello, 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 hello. I I have flowers on my mind with camo. So this will be interesting. Plus deers. So if you have not watched one of my videos before, I'm Lynn Browder and I have a son, Owen, who is 11 and he has autism. And we paint together. So he helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings with a hand-over-hand method, working on his fine motor skills, and then I paint the rest. So I I have it in my mind that I was gonna do kind of a deer in camo, kind of randomly. And then I thought I might do some flowers on the camo. And now this brush and me this is probably not the best brush to be doing what I'm thinking I'm doing, but that's okay. It'll all work out in the wash. That's what we just go with the flow. And I can always add other stuff in there later. I wanted it to be a little more splotchy than it almost looks stripy. That's the technical term. But we're just going to go with the flow here and see what happens. So, this one color, I feel like it's pretty appropriate for camo. It's campground. So that should work out. I had done kind of a camo one a month or so ago, give or take. I'm so bad with time anymore. But it was a little more splotchy than this one is, kind of a little more stripy, as I said. But we're just going to keep going at this point and then see what happens. So, I had envisioned, I even kind of drew out a little, a miniature deer. It's kind of, this is the colors, this is kind of like, Piglet or something over here. I don't know what's going on, but we're just gonna laugh and have fun and oh, maybe dot and splotchy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm kind of now liking the splotchy. I totally changed my gear right here. It all works. Some point it'll all work out, I suppose. There, you know. But then I decided, I thought that I would have like this outline on top of this of the deer. And then put the pink as the nose. So that's kind of where I'm still heading. But I don't know. Things often change. It's all, it's all good. It'll all. So, my son Owen, he had a good day, or I'm not sure what the right word is. He had a hard day. I think I just hit the phone. He laughed a lot this evening, and that always makes me extremely happy. But he had a rough day earlier. My car wouldn't start this morning, and it's, when your steering wheel gets kind of locked a little bit, and your key doesn't start your car at the same time because you're your car's too locked, if that makes any sense. Well, I don't know if it's because they did a recall or upgrade or something on my anti theft, or if it was something else, but whatever it was, however it was, it didn't start. And so it took me a few minutes to figure out how to do it. I was able to kind of go through and search and research how to get it to start. Excuse me. And so I got it going, but that threw him into a meltdown because it wasn't what it was supposed to be. We were supposed to get in the car and go to church. And things like that are so hard on him. And so this is what's going to happen. My outline's not going to be like what I want it to be. So then I'm going to have to decide if I want to put like hearts all the way around, or flowers all the way in the inside, or something else. So this is what happens. We just keep going until we get it to where we want it to be. That's all that matters. Is the end game, the end result. So we got in the car finally. The car got going, and he did pretty good going to church, once we got actually going. And, it's so, how do you explain that a car that works 99% of the time then doesn't work when we're trying to go someplace? That's hard for him to understand. Hard for, like, I wasn't thrilled that the car wasn't going to work while we were getting ready to go to church. I wanted it to go, but how do I even explain that to him? He doesn't, it's not something that he can even really comprehend. And so that upset him, and kind of had to figure out how to explain it to him and, calm him down. But we got there, and he did pretty good once we got going. And then on the way home, he had another huge meltdown about, like, the way we were going, the way the lights were handled, the way or the lights were changing, the way just a little bit of everything was just, it was hard for him. And so once we got home, he was pretty calm. He was more in control of what was happening to him, himself, and things were a lot better for him. But it's emotional, because I don't want him to be so upset all the time about things. I want him to be able to, it's hard to tell him that we can't go in the car right that second because the car isn't working. And it's just a learning process for both of us, trying to figure out kind of how to work through it, and how to say, okay, well, next time we're going to do this. Next time we're going to do that. So, we did it. We got there. We learned, we love, we grow. Something like that. Not necessarily in that order, but that's what we do. And then he had a great rest of his night, and I was thankful for that. He was very calm and had so many laughs, and that was great. That was fun. We played games, we ate dinner, and it was just much, much smoother of a night than it was of the morning. And I was thankful, because he doesn't sleep well some nights, especially on Friday nights, because he's getting to see his grandma on Saturday, and it's hard for him because he gets so excited that he wants to make sure that he's seeing the people that he gets to see. And so that is generally, he sleeps Friday nights not so good, and then he will sleep Saturday nights good because he's so tired from Friday night that it's hard for him to stay awake. But that doesn't always mean that he's gonna sleep. And so I didn't sleep very good last night because I was in a dream, I think. I need more paint. This is not going according to plan, but what plan ever does? So we just improvise and go with the flow. And we're going to add some more. If I ever let paint dry in between moments in time, it would have a little bit of a different effect. But if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I'm not, I don't wait between all the layers and layers of paint. And I even though I drew or painted my little tiny deer over there, that really was about the most planning I've done with anything, I think. And so that's, you just go with the flow, really, truly. So this is kind of like a cross between camo and my pink world, I think. I absolutely love camo. I don't know why. I'm not a hunter. I'm not a outdoorsy person really at all. I like the outdoors, but the outdoors don't necessarily like me. I get hot very easily. But I love camo. I love nature. I love deer, all of that kind of thing. But it's just kind of funny. And I'm not opposed to any of the deer hunting, fishing, any of that. I just don't do it because I'm, I like going fishing, but I don't want to catch anything. I don't want to catch a thing. I just want to sit there and put the hook in. I don't even really want bait unless it's bread. I could handle bread. I laugh because it's funny. But I think I'm kind of done with this whatever deer can. It almost looks like a foot, maybe. I don't know. Deer foot. I signed our things with OLB. O for Owen, and he's the foundation of this because he always helps me paint the backgrounds, and then LB for me. So that's what it is. I almost feel like I should make it a little like thicker or something. This is what always happens. I like, even when it's just what it is, I still sit and debate what I should do. But I think I'm gonna leave it because I could easily get myself mixed into something. So I'm gonna put down the paintbrush. And if you've been watching, I do paint blobs for jewelry, and so we'll just kind of mix this out, and we'll have pink and green camo paint blobs. So there we go. Then that will dry in a couple days, and I'll make something from it. So thanks so much for watching. Toodles!